All aboard!
Blessings in Jesus, dear friends. My name is James Jacob Prasch. If you're watching this, you probably know that from Moriel Ministries. Something I wasn't going to bother to respond to because we get very little correspondence or communication about it, very few emails or any kind of contact. But I have been asked by one or two people to make a brief response to something that I've already reacted to in the past, and I don't really see much of a need to react to it again. One, because it's already been done, and two, because there doesn't seem to be a lot of people who take interest in it. But we do have new people joining us all the time on Moriel, on RTN, on Dean Gibson, on various formats that we appear on. And there was a concern that perhaps some new people may have encountered something that would leave them in a state of confusion requiring clarification. That hasn't happened, but I'll just deal with it as briefly as possible. I disagree, of course, that the Metatron is not God. I believe he is God, but their own literature says he has some kind of a hybrid of God and man, and that he's the third pillar of the Godhead. It actually states this. Again, the book is incredible and well worth reading. The Great Mystery. But I don't agree with what Kabbalah says about it or what the rabbis say about it. I just think that the angel of the Lord is Jesus, a Christophany, as has been believed since the first century, according to a number of Jewish academics. People with no Christian prejudice have said that this was believed by Jewish Christians in the first century. From Bar-Ilan University, we're talking of people from Hebrew University, people from Oxford University. No jokes. Serious academics of scholarly renown have said this. I simply say the same thing, that the Metatron, as they call him, is actually Yeshua, Jesus the Messiah. I've never presented another gospel, another doctrine of Christ, another anything. I've disagreed with what they said about the Metatron being purely angelic or being Enoch. I've stated that Kabbalah is a cult. And much of it demonically influenced, for sure. I've warned people about it, but for the sake of apologetics, I entered into this disputation with rabbis. I've done it many times. That's what I was trained to do as a young believer. That's what Jews for Jesus does. It's what Israel College of the Bible does. It's what Messianic theologians have always done. Whose purpose is to witness to Orthodox Jews and ultra-Orthodox Jews. That's all. That's its purpose. I wasn't using it to teach Christian dogma. I was using it for evangelistic purposes. Essentially, that was the only reason I did it. Only reason I have a motive to do it. I taught nothing new, nothing that was not being taught by Jewish evangelists for many generations and many centuries, if the academics are right, going back to the first century. Let me show you what I mean and what I objected to. I felt that this was wrong. I wanted to participate in this film project because I wanted people to be saved. Here's what was done with it after I did it for nothing. This is from the Studio Scotland website, if you were able to read it. The Daniel Project documentary was acquired by the distributor OWU for digital rights. The Daniel Project in regard to global territories. Okay. The internationally renowned Sandrew, I just came to the conviction that the Menlaws were running a business pretending it was a ministry, getting Christians to do things gratis, free, telling them it was for the Lord, but they were really running a business. They were always concerned with contracts and copyrights. One of the places they got this from, or the main place, was from something called Pirate Radio in the United States, run by Chris and Joshua Rosebrough. Joshua Rosebrough is the producer, Chris Rosebrough is the narrator. It looks like it's just business. Well, I don't want to go on too much. Here's another one of their friends. They went to an organization that was called Catalyst. Catalyst is a rather controversial organization that's in Great Britain. And again, it also is rather disturbing for several reasons. Catalyst, this is what it says on their website, CATALYST in the UK, is a charity, they say, that has been helping individuals who've been damaged by abusive relationships and religious groups since 1995. Now listen, this is where the Men-a-Laws went to get an ally against myself and Muriel. Catalyst has no religious or political position and offers help to all, whatever their religion, race, sexuality, or gender. They go to an organization that has no position concerning faith or belief in God. They were recently involved with some kind of scandal with Hindus, Muslims, Mormons, anything or anybody. They don't care. They have no beliefs themselves. They're not a Christian organization. They say we have no religious position. And of any sexual orientation. Homosexuals, lesbians, bisexuals, transgender, anything. It's all okay with them. We'll work with anybody of any religion, they say, including the Men-Laws. I couldn't work with it anymore for ethical reasons. And when they began promoting a heretic, I had to get away. David Nathan is a heretic. They said that I and Muriel were under investigation. I've never been investigated in any jurisdiction. Neither has Muriel. We're a registered charity in the UK. We are a tax-deductible corporation in the United States, nonprofit. We've never been edited. We've never been audited. We've never been investigated. It's a lie. Muriel, Jacob Prasch under investigation. The Men-a-Laws have lied to the Christian public. They say that I profited from the sale of recorded material. Anybody in their right mind can go onto the Morio website and download all of our recorded material free of charge. And our site is not monetized. How can I profit from something that we give away? Second line. They said we're a cult, and this Catalyst organization they're partnered with said a cult is an organization that abuses its membership. What membership? Morio has no membership. We have no members. Lie, lie, and lie. I don't want their money, but I'm entitled to it. No, I didn't want to address this. I saw very little need.